Welcome back guys. In the last two videos we have discussed about data types and how the ranges are found. Now in this video we will see the same in practical. Let's create a class first. Right click on source folder, go to new and click on class, data types demo. Let's write a main method. Let's create an int variable first. To declare int variable we have to use int data type and we have to mention int and then variable name and then value. Let's print this variable system.out.println and a. Yeah, we got the output. Instead of int we can also go with byte or short. Let's go with byte first. Yeah, we got the same output, but the difference between int and the byte data type is its ranges. Using byte, the problem is we cannot store the values beyond 127. Let's try saving 138. Here if you see we got the error, it's because of its range. Using byte data type we can only store values up to -128 to 127. If you want to store higher values above 127, then you can go with the higher data type like a short, long or int. Instead of byte we can take short. Yeah, we got the output. You can also go with long. Yeah, we got the same output. Let's see the another example. If you use short data type, we can store only 32,767 values. Beyond that we cannot store. Let's put it as short and then let's try saving 32,767. See, now we didn't get any error, but now if I change this 67 to 68, yeah, you can see the error. So because it's range, each and every type has some range, so we have to store the values within the range. We cannot go beyond the range. If you want to store higher values, as I said, we have to use higher range of data type. If you want to store this value, you can go for int or long. That's all about int and short, byte and long. Now let's discuss about character data type. Now let's discuss about character data type. If you want to store characters like A, B or C, we have to use char data type and we have to put our value in single quotes. Yeah, we got the output. What happens when you store character value is, this character value is converted to a ASCII code and that ASCII code will be stored in the memory. The ASCII code of capital A is 65. So in memory, number 65 will be stored. To see that, what we can do is we can convert this char to integer data type, and that concept is called typecasting, that we will discuss in the next video. Only for proof I am showing it. To typecast from character to integer, what we can do is, before your variable name we can put brackets and in brackets we can put as int. This character is converted to int and we will get the ASCII code of int instead of character. Now this time we will get ASCII code of A. Now let's execute this. Yeah, we got 65. Yeah, similarly if I store small a, we will get ASCII code of small a. Yeah, 97. Now let's discuss about float data type. If you want to store values like 123.45 precision values, then you can go with float data type. Yeah, we have to remove this typecasting as well. Now if I print this, we will get 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, this type of values can be stored using float data type. And using float data type we can store up to 7 digits. Let's see what happens when we store beyond 7 digits. After 5 I'll put 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, now let's execute and see this. Now if you see, we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 8. Why we got 8? It is because this 87, after the 6 digits there is a number 78. That 78 is rounding to a 80 value. That's why at the end we got 8 as output. Now what happens when you add extra digit before the point is, it will read one less digit after the point. Now in here, after, instead of 1, if I add one more digit, now we will get only 6 digits as output. Now if you see, we got only 6 digits, not 7 digits. Now again, if I add one more digit before the point, it will read one less digit after the point. Yeah, this time we got only 5 digits. If you want all the digits to be printed on screen, then you can go with the double data type. Here, instead of float, you can put it as double, and at the end you can remove F. Yeah, now if I execute, yeah, you can see all the values. We didn't get 0 because 0 has no value after the point. That's why we didn't get that 0. The last and final data type is Boolean. Yeah, here if you can see, we got error because using Boolean data type we cannot store numbers or characters. We can only store either true or false. Yeah, we got true, or instead of true we can also use false. Yeah, we got false. Likewise, we can create any number of variables in our program. Now let's create one more variable of type Boolean. Let's assign true, and let's print this as well. Now we will get false and true. Yeah, we got it. Now when you have two variables of same type, what you can do is, instead of creating another variable in second line, you can create this variable in the first line itself. Here, instead of semicolon, you can put comma. Yeah, still you will get same value. Yeah, we got same output, false and true. And when you want to create a variable of another data type like int or char, then you have to create that variable in new line. Let's assign some value. Let's print this as well. Yeah, that's all from this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, Full Stack Tech Hub.